Tucker 9000.
Hey everyone, Turkapie9000 here, and today I was looking online, I saw this Dragon Ball article, and I said, well, let's look at it, and well, with this sort of title, I'd say this could be a pretty bad article. Now, to get you guys caught up, with the title of Dragon Ball, 10 things from Dragon Ball AF that need to become canon. Now, as I said, what began as an April Fool's joke ended up spawning a life of its own. Here's everything about Dragon Ball AF that should be canon. The only problem is, Dragon Ball AF itself just started from a fan art design. Actually, here it is. They don't mention this in the article, but this was a design some guy submitted for a magazine, some country in Europe, I believe, and well, it started going around the internet in the early 2000s. They said this was the next Dragon Ball series. They said this is Goku's new transformation, Super Saiyan 5. Well, as I can see it, it was possible. He has the body type Super Saiyan 4 and the hair like Super Saiyan 3. It's just instead it's all white. The only problem was the guy who made this design later says this isn't Goku. This is his own character named Toy Bowl. Oh no, Tablos. I'm sorry. There's a guy who made a Dragon Ball AF manga, which is mostly known. He's a guy he is named Toy Bowl, who later did the manga for Dragon Ball Super, which later then he went by the name Toyotaro. But Toyotaro was Toy Bowl, and this is Tablos. Now, the guy who said about Tablos is this is Tablos' own Super Saiyan form, and he gave context to this transformation, saying Tablos and his friends go defeat bad guys across the universe of Dragon Ball, and it just happens to take place in Dragon Ball universe, but there's nothing to do with the Z Fighters, because it's after the events of GT. Now, spoiler alert, the events of GT from A Hero's Legacy is just Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. now. Goku's gone, but there's a possible chance he comes back in your life or ghost like. That's not the point of the video. Right now, we're looking at this article saying that 10 things from Dragon Ball AF that need to become canon. Now, here's the first problem. Dragon Ball AF itself takes place after GT, something uncanon. Like, it's not connected to Dragon Ball, to give you guys a sense of what canon is. And so, again, with this article, the only problem with Dragon Ball AF is there's not one manga of Dragon Ball AF. Anyone could make a Dragon Ball AF manga. So that's the first problem. They're probably referring to Toy Bowls, but they have some things in here I don't think came from AF. They could just write off as AF, but it just seemed like fan art. But let's quit bickering and let's get into the article. Oh, what every Z-Fighter would wish for using the Dragon Balls? Yeah, I really want to know that. Number 10, Super Saiyan Pan. Now, here's the first problem. This design of Pan from GT is uncanon. So they have to pick a Pan design from Dragon Ball Super. And we've never gone that far, because they don't say Dragon Ball Super will take place after the end of Z. Super is in between the end of the Buu Saga and the start of the 10-year time skip in Dragon Ball Z. That's where it takes place. There's no future. And so Pan suddenly going Super Saiyan, because in between that time, Pan will be a toddler. The youngest Super Saiyan was Goten when he was 7. Now, of course, this is fan art, and they don't credit the source, most likely for them, of course. Alright, let's go on. Gohan Ascending. Now, the only problem is, when they state this is an image from Dragon Ball Heroes. But when they say Gohan Ascending, they probably won't mean Super Saiyan 4, since I think they should at least have an understanding of Dragon Ball that GT's non-canon, Super Saiyan 4 will never come. So it's possible that they want Gohan to go beyond all the Super Saiyan forms he has, just Super Saiyan 1 and 2, and he also has unlocked potential. So there's a chance these guys want him to go Super Saiyan 3, or Super Saiyan God / Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, somewhere in Goku and Vegeta's ranks. which yeah, you can want that, but Gohan ascending, when characters go Super Saiyan 4, they were never ascend or earn it. It was given to them. That's something with GT Super Saiyan 4. They were given that power after going Golden Great Ape. Alright, now let's go to the next one. Frieza having a son. Now here's where a big problem comes in. I do not believe, correct me down in the comments below, but I do not believe Frieza had a son in anything at AF. Because this is fan art. Like, it's not, this isn't anything. Can't be Frieza's kid. And Frieza himself had a son. It is uncanon, but his name's Kariza. He was from Akira Toriyama's manga, one-shot manga, back to his gag manga days of Neko Majin Z, which he made in like late 2000s, early 2010s, I think. And the character's name's Ize, I-Z-E, because Frieza character have an ice punch. But this design itself is pretty terrifying, yeah. But the idea of Frieza having a son is hard to fathom when we already have a Frieza kid perfectly made and has some background to that we could make canon for Kariza. But I do not believe Aiz would be the one. Goten is Great Saiyaman 3. In the manga, Goten and Kid Trunks are helping androids in Dragon Ball Super's manga. Goten and Kid Trunks are helping out Android 17 on the nature reserve. But the idea of Goten's Great Saiyaman 3. Now here's where a problem comes in. Goten's still a kid. So I don't think putting that on him, putting that responsibility on it that Gohan and Videl have for the Great Saiyaman, I do not think that is something to put on Goten. For as of right now, Goten's still a kid. Unless they want to start growing him up a bit, then maybe. But I don't know. Alright, here we go. Oob Revisited. Now here's a big problem. In Dragon Ball Super, it says Oob Revisited. We can't revisit, we can't revisit someone if we haven't even been introduced to Oob yet. Oob came place the events of Dragon Ball Z's finale. And Dragon Ball Super is taking place before the events of Dragon Ball Z's finale. So, the idea of revisiting a character that we have yet to be introduced to is a dumb idea. That shouldn't be it. They can't think that we should. And, oh, look at this screen, Majin Oob, because these people clearly don't know it. Majin Oob's not his name. Fans call him Majoob. They're becoming beloved the city as Papaya Man. Like, now they're taking stuff from GT, not even from AF. I've never read any of Toy Bull's Dragon Ball AF manga. I never have. I've never gotten any place to get it. But from what I do know is, I don't really care that much about it. But this article really is starting to push some limits and really start getting a bit kind of testy with their stuff. Because a lot of this stuff shouldn't really happen in Super. Let's go down. Adult Gotenks. Now, of course, it's from Dragon Ball Heroes. The only problem that is occurring right now is that Goten and Trunks are still kids. They are tweens. At the end of Z, yeah, Goten and Trunks are basically adults. Goten's 18, Trunks is probably older, probably 19. So it could work. But the idea itself, yeah, it can happen, but the design first isn't good. This is Zeno Gotenks, as noted with the sword. And Wrath of the Dragon's non-canon, so the movie. So we don't know how future Trunks got his sword. So, obviously, design itself's not good. They could have picked the other adult Gotenks from Dragon Ball Heroes. That would have been a better picture. But it's in the battle against Great Baby, it was teased with teenage Goten and Trunks would fuse. No, it wasn't. I watched Dragon Ball GT. It's not teased at all. It was teased later in the Black Star in the the Dark Dragon Balls arc, the Shadow Dragons arc. Sorry, I couldn't remember for a second. Then it was teased. It wasn't teased here because Goten and Trunks were corrupted by Baby. I don't believe adult. I think bringing back Gotenks and making more relevant could work because he didn't really do anything in Super. All right, let's go on. Cooler's canon fuses with his brother. Now you're going a bit too off. I do not believe in Dragon Ball AF Cooler would be canon because Cooler is dead in his movie, which is also uncanon. And with Dragon Ball Super Broly, that would have been the time to introduce characters like Turles and Cooler, but they didn't. So Cooler himself would not be canon, and fusing with his brother, I do not even think Dragon Ball AF had a Cooler fusion. Probably taken from the DS game Dragon Ball Fusions, which I believe they should just rename the article 10 things they want canon, not things from AF to become canon. But seeing this, Cooler's canon fused with his brother. Now, Cooler did fuse with his brother Frieza in Dragon Ball Fusions, a Nintendo DS game. But making him canon to fuse with his brother, I do not believe Frieza and Cooler don't know the main fusion technique, the way Goku or Goten make Gojira Gotenks, and they do not have ears to put on Batara earrings to make characters like Vegito or like the Kai fusing, or like Kibito Kai meant. So this itself is not a good thing. It's not really explained that much, and I just believe it won't. I do not see this as. I do not understand why they should think this. Right. Broly ascends. This is it. This is Broly's ascended form. The green hair Broly with the big muscles and the pupil side, that's Broly ascended. This is his big buff form, his ascended form from Super Saiyan. So instantly, they already proved themselves wrong. It already happened. Broly ascended already. And depicts Broly ascending Super Saiyan 3, 4, and 5. I don't know. Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. return. They have to first appear in canon to return. And right now, we are nowhere in the movie Dragon Ball GT Heroes Legacy takes place 100 years after the events of GT. Now, here's the first problem. After GT, and this fight didn't come from a Hero's Legacy. This is during the end of GT. A Hero's Legacy was just Goku, was an adventure with Goku Jr. going to find the Dragon Ball so he can help his grandma so she doesn't die. It was a pretty touching film. But these characters themselves, we are nowhere near close near these events in Dragon Ball, and they are also uncanon. So these are events that don't matter to us. So again, Goku and Vegeta Jr. can't return if they haven't been first introduced. Alright, the first one. Bring back the Shadow Dragons. Now we see clearly the Dragon Ball Heroes Dark Dragon Ball Shadow Dragons. And let's just look. Another non-canon idea should make a comeback. A lot of misses, but a few high points show came from the Shadow Dragons, getting the negative energy off the Dragon Balls. Now, here's the first problem. The Shadow Dragons, the context for them coming were pretty significant, and in what we've gone with Super so far would not work. It's not going to work. In Z, it won't work because amount of wishes they made, and there are new Dragon Balls. The Dragon Balls got erased, and so a new person made a new pair of Dragon Balls. So that's how something like in GT didn't really work. And the idea of the negative energy from the Dragon Balls, no bad the bad guys who've made wishes, like, kind of don't exist, because in GT they really missed this, how Dende created a new set of Dragon Balls and Kami is fused with Piccolo. There's no more of those old Dragon Balls. So Dende's new Dragon Balls don't really have the best, because when the Shadow Dragons came, it was filled with a bunch of dark energy, and so each individual dragon, not these are Dragon Ball heroes, uh, dark Dragon Ball dragons, because they're not created by the normal Dragon Ball. They have these special Dragon Balls with Dragon Ball Heroes context with it. But each dragon was created from a wish specific to the Dragon Ball franchise. Like, Sin Shinron was created when they all wish everyone Frieza killed back to life. Nova Shinron was created where Goku, back in old Dragon Ball, where Goku revived Upa's dad. This Shenron, I cannot remember her name, but she was born from the wish Oolong made to protect the Earth from being ruled by Emperor Pilaf by wishing for the world's most comfortable pair of panties. But with that in mind, there's not really that much. Well, with these wishes, they're pretty dire, but then again, Dende's new wishes, to repeat myself, Dende's new Dragon Balls don't really have that much, and they wouldn't work. I didn't know how they work firsthand, so I won't see why now. Because they're all individual Dragon Balls based off of Dragon Ball. Like, this is the first, this one's the fourth Dragon Ball. And it doesn't work. Because the Dragon Balls make one dragon, that means there's now separate 7 dragons with a black smoke dragon. So I do not think bringing back the Shadow Dragons would work. But hey, finishing moves in Dragon Ball, yeah, I'm not caring about it. But hey, so this was me reading another somewhat okay Dragon Ball article. If you liked the video, go and like it. If you disliked it, just to dislike it. Comment down below what you thought of the video or anything you want me to clarify on. Tucker Player 9000 out.
Tucker Player 9000.